Hi students, how are you all? Welcome to the history class. Today we are going to learn chapter 2, the Indus Valley Civilization. Today we learn chapter 2, the Indus Valley Civilization. Dear students, from 6th standard onwards, you are learning history in details. Okay? Let me make you understand what is history. History is the record of man's progress through different stages. History is the branch of language that deals with the man's journey from the past to present. It is the record of man's progress through different stages. Students, the first civilization of the world is flourished in India, in the valley of river Indus. This civilization is the largest civilization of the ancient world. Students, let me say how this civilization got its particular name. The excavations revealed that a civilization had existed in the valleys of river Indus and its tributaries. Hence, this civilization came to be known as Indus Valley Civilization. First evidence for Indus Valley Civilization was obtained from Harappa, so this civilization is also known as Harappan Civilization. Students, is it clear what is history, new information about Indus Valley Civilization, and how this name came to existed? Okay, now let me say about River Indus. Okay, this is the pic of River Indus. The River Indus is one of the longest river in Asia, originated from Tibet and flows through China, India and Pakistan. Its Sanskrit name is Sindhu and in Malayalam we say Sindhu Nadi. And for the civilization we say Sindhu Nadi Dada Samskaram. Okay students, now you have got the idea of the river Indus. Okay. Now let us discuss about excavations and the excavators. The excavators were Sir John Marshall, R.D. Banerjee and Dayara Sahini. Students, excavations means revealed by digging, unearthed or searching from the earth. The excavators in 1921, they have excavated that place. Sir John Marshall, he was the director of Archaeological Survey. Rakhaldas Banerjee conducted excavations at Mohenjo-daro and Dayaram Sahini at Harappa. These are the pictures of that excavators. Now, major centers. See the map. Look at this map. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were the first excavated or discovered sites. The other major sites are Kalibangan, Roper, Banwali, Alamgirpur, Lothal, Dholavira, Sutkajandor, etc. The excavations carried out in the last 50 years, that is in 1920, have revealed 1,400 settlements are there. Out of this, 925 are in India and 475 sites are in Pakistan. Now we learn about the sources of information. Main sources are archaeological remains unearthed from the various sites. These remains came in the form of ceilings, portraits, statues, ornaments, pots, buildings like Great Granary and Harappa, etc. These are the sources of the information. Now we are going to learn about the features of Indus Valley Civilization. Let me explain about it. Granary. The surplus agricultural products were stored in the granary. These buildings stood close to the rivers so that grain could be transported easily and cheaply. The remains of wheat, barley, millets, pulses, etc. have found here. Next we say about town planning and building. well-planned town planning they had. Most of the cities were divided into two parts, the upper part or the citadel and the lower town. Citadel was the higher area, the ruling class, public buildings like assembly hall, storehouse, and also for the religious ceremonies they had altar at here, and the rich people or the ruling class lived here. In the lower town, the common people lived. In this residential area, the houses had separate bathrooms, kitchen and well. One or two storied houses they had, and they had comfortable living. We have to notice one thing, one of the important fact, all the constructions constructed with the baked bricks. They have furnaces to make bricks. One of the uniform sizes of bricks we have found there, and the excavators were wondered or amazed by seeing these bricks of that time. Now the Great Bath, one of the other main feature. Mohenjo-daro is situated in the Lakhana district of Sindh. This city on the banks of Indus River is the biggest city in Harappan culture. This special feature resembles a rectangular big swimming pool. It is believed that before the religious ceremonies, they had bath in this tank. It had 6 entrances, broad corridors, galleries and dressing rooms. Now one of the other feature is drainage system. The drainage system of the Indus Valley civilization was very advanced. These drains were covered with slabs. Houses emptied themselves into the main drains which ran under the main streets and below many lanes. All sock pits and drains were occasionally cleaned by workmen. This elaborate drainage system shows that the Indus Valley people were paid attention to sanitation and cleanliness. Now one of the other feature is the wells or the water supply of the Harappan civilization. The discovery or evidences of large numbers of wells shows that people in the Indus Valley had an excellent supply of water. See the image of one well, it is covered with metal net. All this shows that they were excellent in their way of living. Next we will learn about streets. In Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were well-planned cities. The streets were 9 to 34 feet wide. There were many wide roads in the city. All the roads and streets were straight, running from north to south and east to west. Next picture shows the dockyard. This is one of the other important features. This discovery reveals that the Harappans were familiar with ships and also had a flourishing overseas trade. This was probably used for stationing of ships. So students, you have learnt about the excavation and the excavators, major centers and the sources of information and the features like granary, town planning, then Great Bath, drainage system, water supply, streets, dockyard, etc. These are the main features of the Indus Valley civilization. Okay, now we will learn about the social life of the people. The ruins from these sites shows that the Harappan society consisted of 4 main classes. They were learned class, included the priests, astrologers and physicians. Then the warriors. The duty of this class was to protect the people. Traders and artisans. This class included the weavers, carpenters, goldsmiths, masons, etc. Then the last class, manual laborers. It consists of domestic servants, fishermen, leather workers, peasants, etc. Excavations and evidences from the seals point out to a rigid, uniform and highly bureaucratic form of administration in the Indus Valley civilization. The well-planned towns, properly maintained streets and water supply, granaries, the ruins of ports, ornaments, forts, etc. All this shows they were excellent in their way of living. We can conclude the session what we have learnt about the extent, the major centers, sources, etc. Now students read the portion very well, very carefully you read. Now we will meet in the next class, next session. Bye. Take care all of you.